Last week, I timed myself. I wanted to know how much time I actually spent just repeating myself to AI. Not thinking, not creating, just copy paste the same instructions over and over again. 3 hours. It cost me a week just to tell AI how to do things. And I thought, can this be done easier? Yes. And I will teach you in this video how. And I know you do this also yourself. You keep explaining yourself over and over again, telling them, please use this tone of voice, please do this, please do that. But what if this can be automated? And that is not just a writing style. This can be any skill you can think about. Think about your branding, think about your company, think about your strength, think about your weakness as in your personal life. It can be anything. And what if I told you there is one feature already built into Claude that eliminates all of this? Not a plugin that costs you maybe $50 a month. One feature that is already there that teach your AI your entire workflow. And I'm going to show you exactly what it is, how to set it up, and what my workflow looks like. Are you ready? Let's start. The feature is called Skills, and it is been hiding here on the right side of your Claude. Go to Projects on the left side, as you see here, Projects. I opened a project and I didn't add the skill yet. Why? Because I want to test it out and show you the before and after. And I also want to show you my skill that I wrote for this example video. So what I need to do is myself, as a content creator, I need to repurpose several content. I need to write on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, any platform. But it takes me so much time to do it over and over again in different kind of tone of voice, different kind of output. So what I did was I wrote this document with my voice, what needs the skill to do, what are the rules of the platform, and also what kind of output the skill needs to give. So you're literally explaining everything to Claude in one document. This can be a simple, easy task, but it can also be your marketing guideline, marketing skills, designer skills. It can be a script writer. It can be an email marketing. Hey, this type of client needs to have this kind of email. It can be anything. So step one, we wrote our skill. Now I want to show you the difference. This is without the skill activated. We have here, write me a social media post about this topic for multiple platforms. Write it about AI tools are getting powerful enough to replace parts of your workflow, but most people are still using the basic chatbot. The ones who learn to activate customized AI in the process will have a huge advantage. I just click. We wait a moment, and don't get me wrong, it's fine, it's usable, but look at every post. It sounds the same, and it is just different in length, but also the tone of voice is not matching what I am doing myself. So I want to guide Claude not every time, hey, write in this tone of voice. I want to guide in one single time and automate this whole workflow. So what I do is I go to projects. I call this one example. I have the same prompt, but now what I do is I add a file. I add my file that is my skill that describes everything. Click on send. And now watch this, guys. Here is your content repurposed for all 5 platforms. Twitter. Let's first highlight X. On the left side, you see Twitter X before the skill, and on the right side, you see X after the skill. And we instructed Claude with how we want to have the X post to sound more like me as myself. If we look on the left side, it's a thread, it's like 5 points, it's nice. But if you see this tweet, there is no like hook at the top. So then I need to write again. Hey, can you please write me a hook for the Twitter post? Hey, can you please do this? Now, on the right side, we see after the skill. Most people use AI like a search engine with personality. People think like, what do you mean? And then they are triggered by the word. It still can be improved, but still like it is way better than just the basic version. And also it is asking a question, so people are more willing to comment. Which side are you on? And on the left side of before, we don't see that. Also the tone of voice of the LinkedIn one. Check it out, before and after. Left is nice, it tells something, and it is very like describing a situation, and that's it. But the LinkedIn one, it's more insightful and it ends with a question, and you also want to trigger comments inside LinkedIn. So this is a perfect example of what you can do with describing one time your skill. And also another example is on the left side with before, we didn't get any newsletter. So then I need to ask again, can you please write me a newsletter? Well, I'm using every day the same platform. So now we also have a newsletter text that also can be improved, but this is just showing the basics of a feature that you didn't know about before. And the crazy part, building this skill took me maybe 10 minutes. And let me show you exactly how to build your own skill. The nicest thing is you don't have to write the skill yourself. Claude can do this and even come up with questions you didn't think about before. So let me show you. I wrote this example prompt for you. This is also in the description of this video. And how it works is I want to create a Claude skill, a skill file that I can upload so Claude knows exactly my workflow in every conversation. But tweak it a little bit for yourself, how you want it, and of course the use case of it. Here is what I want to automate, but this can also be, here is the skill that I want to learn to you. As an example, I want you to be the best email writer that I know, and tell him about your business. Before you build anything, you are my project manager and the expert here. Ask me questions you need to be answered to make the skill as good as possible. It will ask you questions afterwards. Even things you didn't think about before, colorate it to your skill. If you do this, you copy it, you paste it in the chat, talk with Claude. It will give you suggestions. And afterwards, well, you have written your script and you want to tweak also the tone of voice of the AI. Because as the example I showed you, it can write sometimes really like an AI. If you want to learn a skill about writing or something else that can be useful, use Prompt 2. Teach it your voice. Great start, but it also needs to sound more like me and not like a generic AI. And then ask me questions which I can answer so you understand my tone of voice better. And based on that, it asks you questions, answer them. And based on that, in your input, it will give you the best output as possible. So guys, I hope you learned something today about Claude, skills, and how it can automate your business and save you a lot of time. Let me know in the comments what kind of things you want to see in my next video, and I will dive deeper in it and make a new video. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.